Welcome pilots and co-pilots, Brian here. Today we're going to be doing a little flight relocation for this aircraft, the Epic E1000. I haven't flown this for a little while. We're at KLAX. The owner of this craft has chartered me in to relocate it to Palm Springs, where he's obviously currently working or vacationing, and he needs his aircraft on location there to pick him up. So we're going to be doing a small flight out of KLAX, heading across an inland towards KPSP Palm Springs. I'm just going to get us programmed up and up in the air, and I'll talk to you again in a minute inside the cockpit. So we're inside. I'm just going to get things powered up. First thing we actually might want to do, we're going to put some ground power on. There's the little ground power unit out there. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the chocks and flags away. As we can see there, they're now gone. And I do have the door open, but I'm going to close that now. Actually, what I want to do is get rid of our passengers. We're in an empty flight today. And there we go, we can hear the door shutting. So right now I'm just relying on the power from that. I'm going to get the avionics up and running, and this will allow me to program our flight in. Our flight is going to be a pretty simple flight today. It doesn't require much programming at all, which is good because I've got to remember how to actually program the flight plan in. So our flight plan here I've highlighted on the screen here. You can see KLAX, runway 25 right, via halt 1. The transition is TRM, and then we're going direct to PSP, runway 31 left. I used SimBrief to calculate the flight plan. It's put me at a pretty crazy flights to 25,000. We're not going to do that. I think we're going to say probably 17,000 is more realistic for our flight. I could be wrong, but I don't see us needing to go quite that high. So if I switch to Sky Vector, here we can see it on Sky Vector here, the same route. As we come out of KLAX here, go out over the water, we come south of LA, and then we cut in inland. There's Newport Beach there, it says Santa Ana, across there, and then we miss this huge mountain here which is protecting Palm Springs. We come round to the south of that, and then we swing in up the valley here for an approach straight in to 31 left into Palm Springs. Nice simple flight today, just something to get me back into the swing of things, but more on that in a minute. So back in the cockpit here, I'm going to try and program this up. So we've got the map up, we've got the screen up. We're going to do flight plan. Okay, let's insert a waypoint. Okay, well, we're starting off at KLAX. We're going to insert departure. And what did I say we were going to be doing for that? That was 25 right. I'm going to choose 25 right. We're using halts, not that halt 9, but near enough, and our transition is TRM. Okay, so that's programmed all that up just like that. I'm then going to, what I need to do is get it to insert a waypoint. And our waypoint is going to be KPSP because it says direct to KPSP. So KPSP Palm Springs. Let's click on that and let's do insert arrival. And we're going to be doing 31 left. That's it. So the biggest step is out to TRM, which is that sort of waypoint south of KPSP, and then we do a bit of a dog leg and swing back up into the valley to come straight in, and that's 20 nautical miles, so a little bit before the end of reaching TRM, we'll be starting our descent slowly to head in, I think. Right, I think we're programmed up for that, so now I'm going to try and remember how to get this aircraft running. I switch the right fuel tank on for now. Add fuel in. I can probably turn off ground power. We don't need that equipment there, because I'm going to start the engine up in a minute. Just like that. It's gone and disappeared. Okay. I'm going to turn my beacon and strobe on to let everybody know I'm about to start the engines. So igniter. We've got our fuel. I've turned the fuel on. And I'm going to hit start. Here it goes. Going up in speed. Nice.
Check engine.
Turn our nav lights on, and we'll have our taxi lights on.
Check engine.
Put the fuel auto selector on. I will pressurize for air when we get up to a few thousand feet. I'm not going to do that right now. Let's turn my radios on, although I'm not really using them that much today. We're okay for everything else, I think. We're probably good to start taxiing. Now, I won't at this stage bring up the map, because we're actually, if the built-in map thing I use, which I do have a video on that if you're interested. It's a really cool plugin somebody wrote. That doesn't work with this particular airport when I'm off the grid off this side, so okay, we need to try and not hit that tug there, but we are going to go through it, so let's just pretend that's not happening. Okay. Ooh, actually I think we just about got away with that. I've got to find where I'm going. This aircraft is a rocket. I actually struggle flying it a bit. It's like a jet, but with a turboprop, really. It has the performance, but it's like a rocket. Okay, once we get out onto the taxiway, I will slow us down and we'll look at the map just to work out where I should be going. I think I've got to be going right. Let me just look at that 20. Yeah. So is it 25 right? Okay, I'm here. I've got a lot of travel to do. Beautiful scenery. Mr. X6. Free download. Love it. The aircraft is the Aerobask. That's the Aerobask Epic E1000. It's a beautiful clear day, but the weather would be SkyMax Pro version 4 with the NOAA injector. This is a brand new, not a brand new installer, a new update to X-Plane 11.10, and I've been having a few little quirks and differences, and I'm not yet got it all tweaked out to my liking, so if things are a bit strange in this video, I do apologise. But anyway, I'll see you down the end. Oh, I've just done my long taxi along the side of the runway. I'm just creeping across 24 left here. And have a bit of a tailwind for takeoff, apparently. Not what I would hope, but that's what seems to be in there. Maybe the weather's engine's not running correctly right now. Maybe I've got it turned off. I'm not going to complain, it's nice looking weather anyway. We're good. So we've got a bit of a tailwind here, which is a bit incorrect really for the runway I've been given. Okay, and we're now going on to 25 right. I'll just swing around here. Then we'll do our final check. I'm actually going to put our flaps down. There they go, you can hear them going down. Okay, let's try and get this beast to stop. I'm going to put my landing lights on, turn my taxi lights off. I have put my flaps to takeoff. I guess I should probably switch the transponder on and see VFR and turn it on. And let's go. And we're away. Whoa, 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 bit twitchy. Something's a bit funny there, sorry about this. This is my first takeoff in a few weeks.
Approaching waypoint.
And we're away.
Gear up.
Gear up. I'm going to bring the flaps up as well. Quite a bit noisy. The gear. And we're away. Trying not to over-torque the engine, although we were at takeoff, so that's never good. Goodbye, LA. We're on our way.
Approaching waypoint.
Okay, so I'm flying manually for now. Flight director on. Can we do that? No. I'm never sure how to activate this bit on here. Oh, I don't know how to turn it on. Okay, well, oh, whoa, this is a very sensitive aircraft. Okay, I'm going to actually pressurize the cabin now. Oh yeah, there it is. That's autopilot. I'm going to do flight director, turn on the yaw damper. We can do nav. And I'm going to do altitude. Ooh. Vertical speed. We can climb pretty fast in this thing. And turn autopilot on.
Engage.
Okay. Now let's see, is it following the flight plan? So it's on nav. Okay, set that to sky view. Oh, the engines. Take the torque down slightly now. Just see if this is going to turn. No. Okay, what am I not doing there? Oh, okay. I had to have it on nav. Round I go. So this is taking us quite a way out over water here, but that's okay. So yeah, I haven't been flying for a while. Sometimes other things just get in the way when you have family issues and family health issues. Sometimes you just have to take a break from the other things and deal with what's important first. Okay, why is it doing that? Oh, I see, it's adjusting itself for a waypoint. It's going towards my waypoint here. Instead of it's flying a diagonal into the my plan. Okay, I get that. Yeah, sometimes you have to deal with other things. There's family illnesses and
Approaching waypoint.
long-term problems to deal with. And I took a step away to deal with them. But right now, I need to fly. I don't know about you, but flying fake aircraft on a computer is what really, really helps me relax in the evening. And so I'm now actually doing that again. It's amazing how quickly you lose the skills though, because I've completely forgotten my flying routines over the last few weeks that I haven't really been doing. I know I made a video about a plane the other week, and again it was something light-hearted. I didn't have to think about too much, but it's been probably 2 months since I've been really concentrating on learning my flying and actually treating it more seriously. So trying slowly to get back to that. The family issues won't go away, but at least, you know, I've got an outlet to enjoy myself. So today it's just something simple, not what I was planning to do. I bought the MD-80 and I've been planning to learn that, but I just can't face the hard work of picking that up right now. So I think for the moment it's going to be flying some of the aircraft I do know and I have had for a while, and probably a bit more of the 737, because I won't deny I'm still in love with that thing, and having figured it out, it's not too difficult to fly now. So again, we're just heading south right now. Got all my ortho scenery for LA and the surrounding areas. Obviously taking out a very hot time of year, it is scorching hot out there. Not sure where I see the details on here. It's 30 to 729 is the wind speed there up here. The outside air temperature is 4 degrees. We're at 9,000 feet. What's our altitude selected to?
Approaching waypoint.
And set it to 15. Oh, somewhere in there. Got me leveled off there while I readjusted that. I'm not quite sure how to do that without it doing that. Now we're in for the long slug, 109 nautical miles until TRM trim. But this would be good as an evening flight with all of LA lit up, but he needed us to get this aircraft here before the end of the day, so I'm doing a midday flight. So our cabin is pressurized. Just check everything's going okay. I'm going to turn my landing lights off. Now I should have TCAS on. Weather, now we don't need it, I think that's fine. Our outside air temperature, we have no clouds, no visible moisture. We're fine for ice situation, I think, right now. Our fuel pump selector is on auto. Igniter is on. Do we need that on? Not really. Only in rough conditions, I think you need that on to relight the engine. Strobes on, navs on, beacons on. Enough fuel to get there. That I know. Our engines are in the green. Well, kind of. Let's ease off a bit there. They're a bit in the yellow. Now they're in the green. The internal turbine temperature was a bit high. Fuel pressure. Oil pressure, oil temperature, all good. We're en route. We're at 11,000 feet right now. 11.9. Okay, so yeah. Pressure's good. Time remaining 28 minutes. So I'm just. You see the outside for right now? Pretty cool. But it's going to be a little while for me just to be flying. I'm leaving on autopilot right now, so I shall see you a bit near the other end. So it appears due to a wonderful X-plane crash, I won't be able to complete this flight today. So thanks for watching part 1, and I will have to tomorrow night refilm. Well, I will do part 1 and then I will film part 2, which is going to be an approach and landing into KPSP Palm Springs. So join me tomorrow for part 2.